All right, what's up, y'all, and welcome to episode number 26 of Teaching Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking about the whole tone scale and going over 5 great licks to use within that scale. We've done a series in the past few months, which is, such and such amount of great licks to use over such and such chord, 5 best licks on a major chord, minor chord, diminished, and I know some of you, the real devotees, were waiting for this whole tone tutorial. So that's finally coming to fruition here. So we're going to be in the key of B flat whole tone. I'm kind of thinking of it as like a B flat 7, sharp 5. Of course, it's a symmetrical scale, so it repeats every whole step. So it can be, you can think of it in a lot of different ways. But I'll just play the scale so we're all on the same page. All right, obviously there's a lot of different fingerings you can use for this one too, but I like that one as a starting point. And I'm kind of thinking of these generally as like a B flat 7, sharp 5 going to some sort of E flat chord. So like the B flat 7 as a 5 chord going to E flat, although it's not, you don't have to think of it like that. A lot of these licks work just on the chord itself or in other contexts as well. So, but I'm just giving you a little insight. So anyways, without further ado, the first lick is just going down the scale, and that sounds like this. Or you can go a little further, do it a little slower. Okay, so it's one of those things. We talked about this on diminished too. Just going down the scale actually can sound really, really nice. I think it sounds better than going up the scale. I mean, that's maybe a debate to be had, but that's just my preference. Monk did that a lot, and it would do it like really fast runs going down the scale. So I think that with the right articulation and fingering, that can sound really good. You can kind of peep the one I'm doing. Okay, so going down the scale sounds great. Next, I don't want to go up the scale, but we're going to go up the arpeggio. And so I'm just going to note also, this is going to be starting on the and of 1. That's how I'm thinking of it. And it goes like this. A little slower. And I like this fingering, so kind of like, and then doing a little jump. And then we're landing on this note. So like I said, if you're thinking of it as like a 5-1 progression, you'd be landing on the 7th of E flat major. So just to get that sound. It's a nice little resolution there. But it takes up like a big range of the guitar, and it's a kind of punchy lick. I use it all the time actually. Okay, so that's 2 licks. Here's lick number 3. This is actually I think the first lick I learned on the whole tone scale, but sounds like this. One more time. A little slower. So that's a kind of a pattern. You can keep going with it. But we can just take the first part of it. That's just a little pattern. It sounds great. Not much more to say about that. Okay, and then, like I said, going up the arpeggio, now we can also go down the arpeggio, but we're going to add a little chromatic slide into that. So it sounds like this. A little slower. And try and see if you can cop these fingerings as well, because I think that kind of affects the way it sounds a lot. But yeah, we're adding one note that's not diatonic to the scale, which is a D flat. But the rest is just going down the arpeggio. Okay, now lick number 5. This one is used a lot, especially on the guitar, because it's very guitaristic in that it lays very well on the fretboard. Can be a little cliched, but nonetheless, it goes something like this. Right, so we're taking this little this little arpeggio here, and then we're just moving it up in whole steps. You can, I mean, it's a pattern, so you can just do it forever. A lot of guitarists will just do it in the, you know, up straight up the fretboard horizontally. It's a little cliche, but if you use it, you know, sparingly and tastefully, it can sound nice. You could also go, you know, something like that. But yeah, that's a nice one. I think that's all 5 licks. So yeah, I hope you guys found that helpful. I think we've kind of completed the whole series in terms of like X amount of licks to use over such and such a chord. So that's, I'm patting myself on the back for that one. But yeah, I hope you guys found this video helpful. Thanks for tuning in to another Teaching Tuesday, and I will see you next week.